Hey everybody, High Lord Tamerlane back with more Obscurities in miniature. Today we're on a trip back to Malifaux, down into the bayou. And we're going to be looking at the Bayou Smugglers, which have to be some of the craziest looking models that I have seen out of Malifaux in quite some time. Now, I'm not one usually for much in the bayou stuff, way too folksy and swampy for my taste. But then I saw this female Bayou Smuggler, and I'm like, holy crap, if I got to build this lady. Look at her. I mean, she's on a pair of stilts. She's carrying an oar with her. There's just all kinds of junk hanging off of her. There's meat cleavers and food and barrels and bags, and I don't know what the hell she's got going on. Crazy looking nose. Look, we've got the pipe with the smoke coming out of it, and I can guarantee that's going to probably be its own piece. Maybe two. Why not? You know, maybe three. We'll have to attach the nose too. I don't know. And then there's the male counterpart, who just looks like a Cletus. Cletus, you done shot that alligator there. Hoo-wee. Yeah, I don't know. That's a terrible impression. I apologize. I probably have relatives that look like that at some point back in history. I do like the alligator. Sadly, it's been shot and roped up. But I don't know. To me, I'm looking at these figures and I'm thinking, here are my new Shadows of Brimstone prospectors. Come on. Why not? If there's one thing that Malifaux is great for besides actually playing Malifaux, it's coming up with new models for things like Shadows of Brimstone or whatever crazy Weird West game you feel like playing. So let's take a look at what's inside. I am hoping there's tons of parts. Oh, we got a bigger sprue that's been snapped in half. Okay, well, obviously there's our alligator. And there's Cletus. His gun, backpack, knives, assorted pots and pans. I don't know. Whenever I see characters with pots and pans, I just instantly think back to the old Rackham trackers of the behemoth. And here's our granny. So you can see there the stilts, her walking oar. She actually not that many parts. I'm kind of surprised, actually. I was hoping for a lot more. Oh, well. I think painting-wise, it's going to be a pain in the butt because of all her little doodads and trinkets hanging all over her. Alright, there's her face. And, well, she does have a formidable nose. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, couldn't forget the pipe and the smoke. Sadly, the smoke on the actual model does not seem to be anywhere near as... Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's about the same. I was going to say that paint splatter behind her was throwing me off. It's going to be a fun one, though, and it looks quite complicated, so... Good old Malifaux in that regard. I'm not even going to bother looking online. I'm just going to see if I can do this blindly. And I probably can't. I'm probably going to cuss up a storm trying to figure out what goes where. But hey, that's half the fun. Hopefully we'll still have as much fun when 3rd edition rolls around. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get these people built, though, shall we? All right, we got our Bayou Smugglers all done. And let me say, they actually went together a lot more easy than I expected, and they are just two of the kookiest, craziest models I think I've built from Malifaux in a long time. So here I am posed with a couple other Malifaux figures, a Monster Hunter and the Forgotten Marshal specifically, and I did have to glue them together because he's got such a delicate balance going on with his base there. So this guy is he's just a crazy old kook. He's got a pipe stuck in his hat, and he's got just kettles and jugs and knives and pots and barrels and junk all over him, and an alligator, because why not? So my first thought is, besides obviously using them for Malifaux, I don't think I'm ever going to use Gremlins or Bayou stuff, so it's just the Shadows of Brimstone. Here's your new prospector. He's literally just going to carry the pack mule with him. He's just got everything he needs. He is, hell, use him as a pack mule. Why not? He could be carrying all your gear, because who knows? He's from Jargano, maybe. But I didn't really care for his super thin rifle, but, you know, otherwise detail is really nice and clear. Parts all went together pretty easily. No real issues with him anywhere that I could think of. And the alligator was easy to just remove for now. And then there's the female one. The female one's even crazier. And despite having that pipe be a separate piece, she went together quite smooth. Obviously, I need a little bit of cleanup still. One thing that I did that I would like to point out that you don't want to do is make the mistake of make sure which direction you have her stilts going. And they kind of jut out a bit in the back. I didn't pay attention. I put her legs on backwards and had to pull the whole thing apart. Despite that, everything went together. And that was just me not paying attention, as always. But everything else went together really smoothly. And she's just as crazy, if not crazier. She actually does stand pretty well. And since I was thinking, hell, why not use them for Shadows of Brimstone? I grabbed a Shadows of Brimstone character. That's the only one I have handy. I hunted for my prospectors. I have both the male and female ones finished, but I don't know where they were. So you could see that they do scale quite well. They're on 30mm bases, just like all the other heroes in Shadows of Brimstone. So if you want something better than the resin ones, or if you're able to get a hold of the rules and somebody sold off the resins and you just want a decent looking figure, here you go, male and female. You got yourselves a crazy new set of prospectors. I have absolutely no idea what these guys are going to be like with 3rd edition just around the corner, so I don't want to talk anything about the rules there, but suffice to say, you know, I'm sure they'll be of some use. I have no idea what they were like in the 2nd edition, but I've never played Gremlins or Bayou, so that's why. Otherwise, quite cool, quite crazy, quite interesting models, and they do seem to be the kind of model that you're going to end up finding cheap because everybody's like, oh, I don't want to use that kind of junk. Who wants weird old people with, you know, pipes and crap hanging all over them? I do, I guess. So, be like me, I guess. Hunt them down. You could probably get them pretty cheap. With that said, hopefully you found that somewhat interesting or entertaining. If you did, hit that like button or the subscribe button or both, for all I care. And I will be back with more Obscurities in miniatures soon. This is High Lord Tamberlane saying see you later. Bye-bye.